Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. It's been a really long time since I've played this. It's been a couple of months, so apologies to those who were watching this and really enjoying the series. I know there was a few of you, so you've had to just basically put up with me for the moment. I'm going to come back and just try and finish it just to sort of space things out while we're waiting for the new Moonbreaker content to come ahead. And for now, I think we've just got a little bit of chatting to do. I can't really remember where we were, so this is going to be fun to figure out. I know Dominate was trying to... was it dominate the Demon Prince?
I see you have maintained your devotional
we have to get fully
even in
reminded
this
here.
time of crisis. Very wise.
Ah yes, there we go. Do we believe we should execute the Inquisitor? That was it.
Travel back to before this foolhardy venture, then yes.
Yes, I would. However, slaying her now would create too great a risk to Lord Drago and the success of our mission. Of course, we're going into like the realm of chaos, won't we? If her soul is compromised, the enemy will see us coming.
Expect to take them by surprise.
We are walking into the warp, the enemy's own domain. Stay resolute. Remember your teachings.
Very well.
The Liber Demonica on your breast
It
glows.
will be the spark I use to kill the beast and send its flaming essence back into the realm of chaos.
It's so metal. With anger, I've been using it to exercise the incipient corruption pervading our ship since Cadix came aboard. Just quickly, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, Patreon. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, I forgot. We'll call it there. Carry on. I've not heard of the Liber Demonica being used in such a way before.
It is an emblem of our faith, and in the hands of a Grey Knight, faith is a stronger weapon than any mortal blade.
You should know all 666 words, and if you don't, I suggest you spend some time reacquainting yourself.
Very well.
That's all for now,
Ready
Hector.
ourselves for the trials to come.
Ship status. Why is this up here? What's going on? So we need to repair... Oh, the Exterminator system has been damaged. I mean, we're just always so low on servitors, I remember that much. So let's talk to Lunette. Creepy voice. What do you think of Vakir's plan? Out of respect for your brothers, I will not generate an algorithm for predicting the chances of success. What troubles you about this? If they did, the Mechanicus would have been aware of this notion millennia ago. But our time deficiency requires that we take the Inquisitor at her word. The Inquisitor's domination of the Demon Prince did not work as planned. Yes, I do remember that much. You know how to dominate a being as powerful as that Demon, Dominus?
Not exactly. But my time aboard the Edict has made me privy to many banishments.
They all follow similar routines and rituals, which I have catalogued and distilled into an algorithm for maximum
The
success.
machine spirits ascend.
Okay.
Bless us with a favor.
And Vakir. What's Vakir got to say?
I see you.
She's
have
looking
come
creepy
straight
as
to
hell.
me.
Time is of the essence. You seem shaken, Inquisitor.
The Demon Prince has found a weakness in my mental walls.
At least she's aware of it. He has warned his master. We are like flies entering the spider's domain, Commander. We cannot see the web. We must kill the spider.
What concerns you?
You say Cadix murmurs within your mind?
I think the gouge much deeper than that, my dear Inquisitor.
I can hear him, but his taunts have no more effect than the babblings of a thrall. Except we didn't even hear her opinion of that, we only heard his. You realize you cannot be allowed to leave this vessel once we're done.
My fate doesn't matter.
Once the bloom has been cauterized from the sector, then the Emperor will judge my
What
actions.
concerns you? We all serve
Okay,
the Emperor.
that is all for now. I think our crew was doing alright, weren't they? Everyone seemed pretty fine. Yeah. Loads of max level people. We were trying to work on a little backup team just in case. This we can't do anything about. So, the question is, where do we want to go? So, what do we have in any of these nations? So that's just bloom, bloom. Is there really any actual mission objective here so far? Or is it just bloom growth? So I think I'm actually just going to... Are any of these going to trigger an event? That's the question. Not quite. No. So, without anything else going on, I actually don't think I want to grind anymore. Like, I've done loads and loads of grinding on this game. Like, I've taken up missions every time, and if these aren't going to trigger an event, let's just try and get to the next mission, I guess. Like, the actual story mission, and try and make this a bit more of, like, an impactful video here. So, like, unless there's, like, objection, research the purgation ritual. Yeah, so is it... It is just that, isn't it? Just the 10 days thing. Or is it not? No, that's just domination. So where's... Oh, it's this. I don't care about dominating the slightest. I'm just gonna...
Once the Inquisitor begins this purgation ritual, there is no turning
Here we go.
back. The Demon Prince Cadex will be banished back to the wall, and we will have to follow immediately if we have any hope to find our way into Nurgle's garden and warn Caldor Drago of the trap that has been set for him. Our time is short, but you must also be confident that our strike force is prepared for the challenge that waits ahead of us. The decision is yours.
Let's do this. I am completely on board. Okay, we're going straight into like the dramatic side of things. I was kind of thinking like, do we need a warm-up game, a warm-up like round, incursion, whatever it is, but honestly, if this is like a little story plot, it did say 30-something days, and we're already at reduced research speed, so maybe if we just sit that out a little bit, like I'm really tempted still just to keep going and just try and get straight to these. Okay, the recording went a little bit skewy there for a second, so apologies if there was a bit of a frame rate drop or a bit of jumping around. I think it was the loading of this. In case you're not aware, my PC is not really capable of doing this. I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I am in all these YouTube videos. Oh, that's not even slightly worrying at all. Cadex and Vakira definitely not doing this. Yes, that's it. Keep Grey Knight stood around there. What are they about to do? The fusion dance or something? Yeah. Is that Ector stood there with a... Yeah, Ector stood there with a bolt gun pointed at her. The bolter. I mean, that's probably a reasonable option there. Just like, let's not let this go wrong. So 30 days. Honestly, I think we just advance time and see what happens. Because if our research speed... It's already reduced anyway. 2 new missions. Neither of these are going to trigger it. I'm just going to go. We're going to see if we can make it all the way through. Ooh, more cutscenes. If we can just skip these without any triggers and go for it, this would be amazing. Ooh, more domination.
The Inquisitor's strength yet holds.
Yep, she's not out yet. That is a creepy looking demon prince.
The Purifier. I require insight into the mission.
I wonder if we have other missions we have to do in the meantime before we get to the final.
Begun a ritual of banishment. When it is at its apex, I will purge the demon, and the Inquisitor will attempt to maintain her psychic connection with its departing spirit.
Of course, Ector is just
In
metal
theory,
as, of course.
She may sense its trajectory past the veil.
Okay, so she's trying to figure out where it
Soon as
goes.
signal into the warp, we may find the garden and locate Drago before it's too late.
So the only thing Drago's really done is turn up when we didn't really need him.
Odds of survival
You
are
are irrelevant, Dominus.
Yeah, the odds are irrelevant if it must be done.
Does duty end?
I'm pretty sure death doesn't necessarily stop your duty either. Anyone heard of Dreadnoughts? You know, don't think Duty Eternal is more the appropriate, the go-to for them. Let's carry on. So that was after 5 days. I'm really curious as to if we can just do this out. More bloom. Come on. Can we do this? Okay, they're chasing us, so let's just move here. See where this goes, and then move in a different direction. More bloom. Okay, this is just going silly now, and we're not actually ever going to have enough time to deal with all these, so let's see what we can do. We're going to just blow up the planets, blow up the galaxy. 10 days left. More bloom. Everywhere is bloom. Oops. Let's just travel here first. Come on, can we do this? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This is going to be an event. 1, 0. Okay, we've managed to just... This may be a really bad choice. There's a chance I end up like reloading my save if this goes that wrong. But we could actually be going for it.
The edict rides beneath this pressure. We cannot hold.
Yes, we can, Lunette. I believe in
The
you.
ritual is nearly complete.
I should have actually looked at ship upgrades. Oh, bit of lag again. I'm really sorry about this, like,
And
lagging
so
section.
forever we shall remain. Cadex Ilkarian of Systemonius, I give myself to you willingly.
There we go. It
Take
seems to have gone
my
back to normal.
spirit.
Vertier!
Oh, good. That's gone well. Take my spirit to the Demon Prince. That's definitely not something that's going to be in the slightest bit worrying. Like a...
You were right to doubt me, Hector.
Oh, good.
A demon's
An
essence
Inquisitor
cannot
demon.
be tracked past the veil, but mine is now bound to his.
Oh, so we're going to track her essence.
I will blaze a path for you to follow.
You sacrifice
Interesting.
yourself.
She's
You are
not
doomed
completely
to
awful,
an
then.
eternity of torment.
I doomed myself the moment I set foot on this ship.
So now they're going to get
Now,
banished together.
Grandfather calls.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I don't really know how this all
must
works.
answer.
I love that Vakir Cadex sort of together.
I am his.
Okay, well, to be fair, I think Cadex did say that Hector was going to be the one to deal with her at some point. Or like the Grey Knights in general. Something like that. So, at least she was probably right. Her little inquisitorial thing, I think. This could be it. We could be heading towards like the actual final battles, potentially. It may even be that I literally just only need to make one more video like 2 months ago and never did. That would be so funny. I will admit, I did kind of just skip a bit of the grind this time around, because I do feel like with everyone maxed out and only a few upgrades to go for, I don't know if it's really necessary.
What?
So I might just check all of our upgrades, give everything we can to Voldred, who's going to be our carry,
To the god.
and see if we can just buff it up as much as possible and go for a big nuke finish. Like, I'm absolutely spending every seed we've got here, if I can. I'm not going to bother with any more research. Oh, Lunette's looking cheerful as always. Those are very weirdly animated candles.
The Brother Purifier has begun transmitting a signal to our astropaths. We must follow it at once.
Lunette almost sounded sad, even though I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to be able to feel emotions. I will say, in terms of like Imperium-based stuff, this is one of the better ones. Like, I really am more of a Xenos player through and through, but I've had worse Imperium-related things. Right, where's the mission? That's what we're really here for. These cutscenes seem to take a massive toll on my PC. Like, absolutely. I can literally see frame rates dropping on the recording alone. Inquisitor Vakir has sacrificed herself and bound her spirit to Cadex in the Purgation ritual. Brother Hector is now psychically tracking what remains of her spirit as it returns to Nurgle's garden. We'll pursue this signal into the depths of hell and find Kaldor Drago and hopefully destroy the roots of the bloom. Entering the warp. This map's looking nice and healthy. I love it, we're basically playing Snake. This looks so stupid. I'm sorry, like, I get the idea of it, but like, this animation looks pretty terrible. Okay, Warp Storm Disturbance. We've got our, is it Gala Fields? So hopefully that should ignore some of it. I mean, Hector's not exactly looking the most cheerful with his glowy eyes here either. Oh, is he using it to follow
We have pursued
Vakir?
the
That's
signal
why.
for weeks.
For weeks.
The edict strains, but the Brother Purifier appears far worse.
Interesting. This is a solid thing to go through for weeks.
Completely stalled.
I'm sure we'll
It is
make
no
it through.
matter. Our journey is at an end.
So is this just basically a one-way trip for us
Data
then?
insufficient. Have we reached the garden?
No, but we are met.
Okay, so we've got a gatekeeper. So we do have
What
a
do you see?
pre-finale
Drawn
mission.
into the orbit of a transient domain. It radiates with the energy of a prime seed.
Okay.
Credibility dubious.
Credibility dubious.
There is little sense within the realms of chaos.
Yes, things are a bit wild here, it
Two
seems.
Reapers of the Bloom remained free of our pursuit.
That's true, we didn't kill two of the
Why
Reapers.
risk one against us now?
Cadex must have reached his master and given warning.
Okay, so they're sending one of the remaining Reapers at us.
You more valuable prey.
I mean, our history with the Reapers hasn't been particularly
It
challenging.
is time to prove ourselves worthy of our name.
Yes, let's do it. But like, if this is anything like the other Reapers, we might not be struggling too much, but I hope it's a bit more of a challenge. I'd much rather have something that's like a bit of difficulty to it. Nurgle's Gatekeeper. Commander, we believe we've reached the Nurgle's Garden, but it appears that the domain of Morgellus, one of the 2 remaining Reapers of the Bloom, has locked the Baleful Edict into its cursed orbit. We must send a squad to fight this Reaper and destroy it, so we can pass into Nurgle's Garden and locate Drago. Destroy the Reaper.
Analysis. We face the Reaper of the Necrosis strain, a plague hulk, an abomination
A
of
Plague
rust.
Hulk, okay.
It is a power we cannot let stand. You
We must tear it limb from limb. Honestly, we should probably just check upgrades. In fact, let's start with Voldred, because Voldred really does matter. It's Feltians. Okay, all upgraded there, and then armor. Let's go to armor next. Power armor. We've got this all upgraded. I'm not going to look at his ranged weapon though. Darig, I will look at ranged weapon, and it was Silencer, I believe. Upgraded there. Armor, power armor, upgraded there. Okay, so then we're on to Pax. Our lovely Pax, whose armor probably first. Terminator armor, all upgraded there. I really am like unfamiliar with where I was here. Funny enough, no real upgrades here at all. Still funny that we're using garbage weapons. Melee weapon is a sword though, which was so we could upgrade to deal 1 damage. Sure. Upgrade. And then last but not least, we've got Draffi, our healer. So our Narthecium is, it could be +1 damage, but we don't care about damage for Draffi. Armor, Terminator armor. We are all upgraded. Okay. I think we're good to go. We don't need to change our stratagems. Let's just do this. I feel confident. If this is another Reaper, that's all I want. I'd love a big boss battle to come back to. I love this. What's that? Is that a Defiler in the background? Is that what they were called? I remember people having. I think we fought one of those, didn't we? And it. Oh yeah, it was the one that blew up, and we had to run away from the explosion. But then we actually were like, we chained new triggers over and over again to the point that it never even exploded. If anyone's, by the way, new to the channel, there is a whole series of this. I think there's 36 videos before this one, so there's loads to see, and you can see me figuring out, you know, how every single part of this works, you know, what the best combos are that I've got, like how to go about, you know, beating bosses and things. And it was really, really funny to realise that, like, I've gone for some unusual strategies. So I've got a friend who's played this start to finish, as far as I'm aware, and they were basically saying, you know, you've done this very differently to what I did, and you know, there's quite a few changes in between. So, yep, that's a Defiler.
What is that?
Morgellus, the Corroded Prince.
More grease to anoint my ears.
That is
Commander,
disgusting.
the poison of a prime seed radiates below. This is most
Oh, do you think that
certainly
might be our target? Oh, interesting.
More from above.
We will absolutely try and just Voldred this to death and see what happens.
Little.
I'm really curious. This could go so badly.
All must crumble and fall before me.
That's a really cool looking like character design though.
Weaponry is limb-driven.
Unsurprising.
Prioritize its extremities.
That voice, a daughter of the false Omnissiah.
Nah, we've got the real Omnissiah,
Do you not come
apparently.
down and join my menagerie? I will teach you such things your machine god has kept secret from you.
I love all just the pustules and things.
Blasphemy.
No.
This sword arm is ridiculous.
Perhaps you will see the light once I shear those flimsy guards from your eyes.
So let's just start with what we know we're doing. We're going to warp charge, give Pax all the actions in the world. We are then going to use Draffi to go for melee attacks and move speed. That doesn't have a warp charge, does it? Nope. So there we go. warp speed. And let's see what we can do here. So this will take 2 AP. Can we teleport strike for 1 AP here? We look like we can. No, maybe not. Maybe let's just teleport then. Sure. Let's just teleport here and see what happens. Do we get it back? No. So let's just start hitting, I guess. More damage, force strike everything, we might as well. We've not done anything really yet. Can we get any crits here? This is not doing as much as I'd usually hope. Interesting, okay. There's something I'm missing here as to how this works. We can also just use... Oh, we don't have stratagems. Interesting. Let's just go for it. We're going to warp charge everything. Something's gone wrong here, by the way. I don't understand what's happened here, because that's not enough damage. There's some sort of defensive buff here. Okay, so we've actually got a real...
Commander, clear our brothers from that section before it collapses.
Well, we can't, can we? So where's the collapsing section? These two are going to fall, so we actually... Oh, we've got 2 turns. Okay, that's fine. So let's get Darragh going.
What is your will?
Can we get in range with just 1 movement? Can... So let's go here and just start shooting things. Interesting. Minus damage from range attacks. So I guess we just see if it does anything. Oh yeah, okay, so that does at least trigger that. So we can just shoot this again, I guess. Does Disrupt Shock do anything? No, what? I don't even know what this symbol is, but let's just go for it. I'm not really sure how we're supposed to chew through this. Oh, we've staggered it. Oh. Right, so this is what we should have been doing first. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this now. That takes 2 AP and we can just go punch it. Right, so if we'd have done this in the other order, maybe? Disable left claw. Deals less damage with melee attacks. Afflict vulnerable for a turn? I mean, I think vulnerable for a turn is great. And then they get their turn. I thought staggered might have meant we get a bit more time there, but... Okay, so... This is all... So where is the rusty section?
It will hold up its mere cloth against the knife of my necrosis.
Our holy
So,
faith will not
which is the...
be
Is it this
stained by your
whole
touch.
area here and we just want to move back this way then? I'm not really sure where the rust area is. Like, this isn't the most clear. I mean, let's just take a shot here. Okay, so this doesn't really matter, so let's just run away. Let's just take it easy. No, that says fire on it. Oh, is this everywhere we go is going through fire? Is that safe? Okay, what if we move you just over here?
Yes.
And then take a shot again? Because it's still just no damage, isn't it? We get the other ones from the side. Yeah, I mean that still goes through because it doesn't count as a regular ranged attack. So just, I guess we keep doing this. I probably should have clicked on this and looked at the information. Let's do that. Let's find out what we're actually playing against because I probably should have looked at this. Okay, so loads of wounds, mechanical. What have we got here? Rust and ruin. Causing a section to become unstable and collapse next turn. Grab girders. Nice. Defense turrets. Sure. What else have we got? While active, it can't be crit. Interesting. When attacked with a ranged attack, blocks 2 damage with each active claw arm. Right, so that's why we need to get rid of the claw arms. And then just does a bunch of stuff. Okay. So we're getting there. We're starting to understand why things need to be removed. We can just hop back here. We're going to move away from all of this red section. I'm not sure if it's just going to be part of it that goes nuts, or all of it. But we're just not going to take any risks at all. Because if we lose one of our knights, that could be the end of it. And then you might as well just... Okay, well if that's all terrifying, then let's just teleport you back here. And then if we need to, we can potentially just heal up and just shield a bit. You can just gain armor, doesn't cost anything. We're just going to do this all round for this turn and let them... we could heal... cost willpower, we've got loads, yeah. We'll heal here. We don't need to use warp charge though. And everyone else will just armor up. So, armor up. We don't need to warp charge it. And just chill. I guess we... Can we overwatch? Oh, reload. Let's reload then. And then I guess Overwatch in. I get the feeling it's going to jump some reason, but I feel like this is still the Overwatch direction. Okay, let's see what happens. I don't really know. Okay, it didn't jump. It did go over here. Does this section all collapse? Oh, it was over there. Oh, it was all of that. Okay. It's...
Your future rests below, an eternity of rust and ruin.
So we are all vulnerable, but do we have 2 turns or 3 to deal with this? Because the thing is here, strats would be really useful. So we could start chewing through that a lot quicker now. Okay, so let's go with the same strat as before. We'll go for warp speed on Voldred. We'll give them all the active, because we've got 2 turns for this, I believe. I didn't actually check for Rust and Ruin. Is it 2 turns? 1 turn. Right, okay, so actually that was probably a waste, and we're just going to go for shooting instead here. In fact, that's the only section that's rusted, or is it all this as well? I can't tell where the rusted bit is ending. Like, is it all of this? Because, like, this bit doesn't look as rusted, but it's got a load of the damage stuff on it, so... Maybe we have to run this way? Because he was on the rusted section last time. I'm just going to run away again. Like, I'm really concerned as to where this rust actually is. Like, is it all of those bits? I mean, that doesn't look good, so... Does this not show us at all really where the rust is? Because, like, that looks safe, but then this doesn't. What if, is this like 1 square safe? Because this bit looks rusted as well. There's a crack there, so... I think this guy's going to just move up to, like... I don't know. Right, let's go for someone else. Voldred is absolutely needing to stay alive. But if we can do it without willpower, that's perfect. So we'll just move over here. Because we've got all the movement speed we need. I'm very concerned. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Well, we can't fully get out of where I think it's going to go anyway, so we might as well just get some damage in. Let's try. That takes 3 AP. Oh, let's just go for it. We will 4 strike for no real reason. And see what actually happens. And then you can't actually get anywhere, so... Again, we're going to run forward and hope that's right. I don't think we can actually get out of whatever's going on here. Does this destroy all of this section? Because it did look like Rust and Ruin was happening this turn. Oh! Okay, that's not good.
The Hulk controls those turrets with its vile corruption.
Wait, so Rust and
We
Ruin didn't go off
must
this
destroy
turn? It said one turn.
Counterpoint. Cleansing the defiled machines may restore Imperial targeting parameters.
So,
wise words, Doc.
if we can...
Purge
I'm
the
really
corruption,
confused as to what's going on
and we
here.
might use those turrets to our advantage.
So Drafty might be able to actually armor break this. So let's just do some armor breaking. Yeah, so that actually fully did armor break, and we'll just carry on doing that. So we can get rid of that for future turns. I'm not even going to mess around with anything else, just go for this. Sure. We'll just keep striking. I think now we can probably go for it. If we have... Yeah, so now we can do this on Voldred. And we will warp charge it again, because now I think we can actually kill him. This feels like, if anyone played Wildstar, there was a boss called, was it Maelstrom? Maelstrom something or other? We just have to teleport. I don't understand why this doesn't let me do it, but we'll just teleport here. I think we can just end this. But yeah, there's one called Maelstrom something or other, and it was very similar to this, in terms of like the platforms dying and things. Oh, because it can't be crit, can it? So we just keep going through these, trying to break the shields down. Okay. Yep, that's fine. So it's that section. So now, can Darrick actually get anywhere to deal damage? Nope, that's not what I meant to click. If Darrick can get somewhere in line of sight to deal with that. This works, so then this could maybe trigger the... Actually, we probably want the special attack. It doesn't make a difference, does it? No. So let's just do the regular shot. Get the triggers off to try and break the shields down, and then we'll send Voldred into the ones. Yeah, so this is all we're going to do, is just try and push the shields in, get annoyed by those hands, crit things away, and there we go. So is that full one down now?
I must sanctify my rounds.
Yes, there we go, right. So now we just start doing this. Afflict vulnerable or disable claws? Let's go vulnerable. We can do this. So more Rust and Ruin, yeah. So this is clearly a damage-based thing. Okay, so it's actually just... Is it immediately destroying the platforms? That's very loud, but... So I guess we just... Okay, Force Strike doesn't do anything now. So now we're just on the regular attacks. Oh, because the barrier's back up. Yeah, so now we're down to 7. We should have enough to deal with this. And there we go. I didn't really figure out the mechanics of that one very early on. But I think that works out pretty well.
Demon
Engine dismantled. Oh, Demon Engine. There we go. That's what it is.
A hard
Awesome.
fought battle, Commander.
It was hard
Worthy
fought,
of
because I didn't
both
know what was
of
going
all
on.
champions.
I don't think we were too badly injured though, and everyone ran away. I was very concerned about where those like platforms were going to collapse. I really couldn't tell. But we got our victory. There we are. We're so close to... This really does feel like we're close to getting to the end of the battle. The chances are we probably have one more Reaper to deal with. This is my guesses, so I don't actually know. We've probably got one more Reaper, and then after the Reaper, we've probably got a like a big boss versus... I mean, probably Cadex Vakir as well, actually. So my guess is maybe Reaper, Cadex, and then some sort of Nurgle manifestation. That could be it. Or maybe the final boss is just killing the last Reaper and just saving, or getting Kaldor Drago to help us purge the Bloom. Because there's obviously, they're not going to have us kill the Chaos Gods, because that would be the end of 40k lore, and that wouldn't make much sense. It's always the live to fight another day at that point. It's pretty standard for these things. Come on, game. What have we got? We got no rewards, but plots. Oh, we actually got 9 seeds. There we go. Nobody needed any XP. Some minor wounds, I'm sure. Okay, with all of this. Ooh. Okay. Let's do a new save for this. And we're going to name this one Finale question mark. Okay. Yep, that's fine. If this carries on, I'm gonna cut the video here. Actually, I'm gonna say, if you've enjoyed this, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join us over on Patreon. But for now, thank you again, and have a good day.